The Battle of Jieting was fought between the states of Cao Wei and Shu Han in 228 during the Three Kingdoms period of Chinese history. The battle was part of the first northern expedition led by Shu's chancellor Zhuge Liang to attack Wei. The battle concluded with a decisive victory for Wei. Opening moves. Zhuge Liang first sent generals Zhao Yun and Deng Ji to attack Wei, while he personally led a force towards Mount Qi. Cao Rui, the emperor of Wei, moved to Chang'an and sent Zhang He to attack Zhuge Liang, while Cao Zhen would oppose Zhao Yun. Zhuge Liang chose generals Ma Su and Wang Ping to intercept Zhang He. The battle. Jieting was a crucial region for the securing of supplies, and Zhuge Liang sent Ma Su and Wang Ping to guard the region. Ma Su went accompanied by Wang Ping but did not listen to his sound military advice. Relying purely on books of military tactics, Ma Su chose to take the high ground and set his base on the mountains instead of in a city, ignoring Wang Ping's advice to make camp in a valley well supplied with water. Wang Ping, however, managed to persuade Ma Su to give him command of a portion of the troops, and later Wang set up his base camp near Ma's camp, in order to offer assistance when Ma was in danger. Due to this tactical mistake, the Wei army led by Zhang He encircled the hill and cut off the water supply to the Shu troops and attacked. Later, Wei forces set fire to the hill. Wang Ping led his troops in an attempt to help Ma Su, but the Shu army suffered a great defeat in which both the army and the fort were lost. Though he survived the battle, Ma Su feared punishment and attempted to flee. However, he was soon captured by Shu forces. Aftermath. Ma Su was sentenced to death by Zhuge Liang, along with his deputy commanders Zhang Xiu and Li Sheng. But Ma eventually died of illness in prison before the execution could be carried out, while the other two were executed. Because of the loss of Jieting, the supply situation became dire for Zhuge Liang's army and he had to retreat to his main base at Hanzhong. In addition, the defeat at Jieting caused the first northern expedition to result in failure. In fiction. In Luo Guanzhong's historical novel Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Ma Su was executed on the order of a tearful Zhuge Liang, whose continued high appraisal for Ma's intelligence made that a very reluctant decision. The scene has also been reenacted in Chinese opera. A Chinese proverb, wiping away tears and executing Ma Su, refers specifically to this incident, meaning punishing a person for his wrongdoings regardless of relations or his abilities. A Japanese equivalent is executing Ma Su with tears. In the novel The Loss of Jieting exposed Zhuge Liang's current location, the defenseless Zicheng. Zhuge Liang used the empty fort strategy to ward off the enemy before retreating. In many stories, including the novel, the battle includes Sima Yi on the Wei side, but this event is impossible according to his biography in the records of the Three Kingdoms. Moss Roberts comments on this in his fourth volume of his English translation of Luo Guanzhong's novel on the historical Sima Yi was not at the Western Front for the vacant city ruse, but at the more important Southern Front with the Southland Wu. Sima Yi did not come to the Western Front until Kongming's Zhuge Liang fourth offensive Battle of Mount Qi. The fictional tradition tends to attach more importance to the Wei-Shu conflict than the Wei-Wu conflict, and Three Kingdoms accordingly builds up the Kongming-Sima Yi rivalry in the events of AD 228. In the abstract above from Moss Roberts's novel, Roberts explains and compares historic history with fictional tales, and the most likely reason Sima Yi was included before the Battle of Mount Qi. Some notable texts in the abstract include the Western Front, the area where Kongming targeted in his expeditions, the vacant city ruse, referring to the tale of Zhuge Liang's empty fort strategy, and the Southern Front, being the areas of Wei including Fancheng, Hefei, Xiapi, and Shouchun. This means that the empty fort strategy could not have occurred because Sima Yi was never there to fall for it, and the southern front was where Sima Yi was stationed during the expeditions before Kongming targeted Mount Qi and the Wujiang Plains.